Y'all, I had the fucking scariest moment of my life just happen to me not too long ago. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it to y'all now because I'm in the mood. Like I have the energy to tell it because it just happened. So stay tuned, get y'all popcorn and shit because it's a crazy ass story time. Bitch, I almost got locked up and they would not have let me out, bitch. Let's get into it. Okay, so as y'all know, I go to college and I have a group of friends that I hang with every day. Like I don't hang with nobody else, rarely, other than them. It's like 7 of us. So it was just 5 of us, and usually every day we smoke in the morningish, eveningish time, and then of course at night. So I guess today just wasn't our day. Like we was just, I guess it was bound to happen soon, but we didn't think it was gonna happen today. So we get to our little spot or whatever, and that's the spot that we usually smoke at. The spot we smoke at every day. We have no problems there. They don't cause us no problems. They don't care that we really sit right there. So as we get to the spot, a white car drives past, and it drives past real slow. But we're so used to that because every time a car goes to the back where we be at, they drive past us slow as fuck. And every time that happens, they don't do nothing. They don't say nothing. They just drive slow, I guess, because it's a little bump right there or something. So yeah, point blank period. So we didn't mind it. We paid it because we thought that was normal. Like, we thought we was in the clear. Okay, so we get out the car and stuff for a second because we usually do that. We always put on a little song, get out of the car before we have to enter the hot box, because the hot box is where you in a closed area and you just sit in the smoke. So you have to sit in the smoke and you get an extra hot. So Lord have mercy. It's so fresh. It's still like, damn, I really just almost got arrested. But yeah. So then we get back in the car and we roll up. Rolling, it's fine. We're rolling. It's all fine and dandy. We're just rolling up, doing what we usually do. So we get done rolling and we start smoking. We on our first blunt. We pass it around, we chilling, chit-chatting, hoo-hoo, you ugly bitch, you ugly herb hoe. Like, we just talking our usual shit, because we a little high. And yeah, so then we get to the second blunt. But before we could even light the second blunt, the first blunt's already done. We are done with the first blunt, so we about to light up the second blunt. Then my friend to the left of me, he says, oh shit, it's a cop. So I see the cop car driving slowly to us. So I was like, you know what? Put the weed up, put the blunt out. Thank God we didn't have a blunt lit already, but this car was still smoke because we was in a hot box. So either way it fucking goes, the police is gonna know that we've been smoking. So I was like, okay. Smoke the pop. This is a pop. It's flavored smoke, basically. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I was like, start blowing the pot, light a black. I was panicking. I was like, just start doing something that eliminates the smell of weed. But I won't thinking that, okay, he's going to ask to come to the car. He's going to ask us to put the window down. So all the smoke's just going to out the car. Like, we going to be locked up. They won't let me out. Because, bitch, I was so nervous. Like, I was my heart dropped when he said that. Because I thought he was playing. But he was serious. When I seen the little white car, I was like, oh my God, we're going to jail. This is where the shit gets really like, it really pissed me off because I really couldn't do nothing. I felt like I was getting bitched. And I feel like cops these days just feel like they have the power to do anything they want, say anything they want. But no, that's not the case. Like, I'm still a human being, bitch. Without your badge, bitch, you ain't shit. I would beat your ass in a heartbeat without that badge on. With the damn badge on, to be honest. I'm bold. The fuck? I don't care. So, yeah. So what happened? He comes to the car and he rolls the window down. So, I mean, this part was kind of funny, but it was still like it was a serious matter. So my friend rolls down and he was like, knock on the window. And he let down the window. She let down the window and he was like, woo! He was like, woo! Like, y'all smoking, huh, ain't y'all? And I was like, yeah. I mean, we was just like, I mean, duh. I mean, why else would we be right here? We ain't gonna fucking, we'll stare at each other, bitch. So, he was like, okay. So he's like, okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. So he calls his little backup, whatever, and basically, he calls his backup, and then he was like, so what I'm gonna need for you? Well, let me see your ID to the driver. My bitch, Vic. She was the driver. So he's like, let me see your ID, and she gave him his ID, and like he said, he was like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna call my backup or whatever. I don't know what he needed backup for 5 teenagers, but whatever. I paid it. Hello. So yeah, that happens. So this is where it starts getting a little shady. Like, okay, this cop really is racist. I felt like he was racist only because when we started to talk back to him, that's when he started to get aggressive and like, okay, so y'all ain't gonna comply with me. So he was asking us questions, and I guess everybody was in the stage of shock that they couldn't speak. Like, nobody was speaking. So I was like, you know what, let me talk to this man. So I was like, hey, Mr. Police Officer, how have you been? Have you had a nice day? He was like, yeah. He was like, thank you. Somebody's finally talking to me. So I guess he wasn't racist. I just guess he wanted us to be men. He wanted us to be adults, because that's what we are. We're above the age of 18. So he just wanted us to be adults, talk to him, because I mean, you have to do that. You can't just sit there and be like, like, you have to speak. You have to show them that, yeah, you know that you're in the wrong, so face up to it, and whatever consequence he gives us, we're just going to have to take it. But at the same time, he didn't have to come at us the way he did in the later parts. So I'm talking to him, blah blah blah. So then he starts pointing out. He's like, oh, so which one of y'all the weed man? Right then and there, I was like, damn, why do we gotta be the weed man? Like, why does it gotta be a weed man in the car? Why can't we all just be smoking from a weed man's gas, but the weed man's not in the car? So he was like, oh, are you the weed man? He was like, are you the weed man? I'm like, so you pointing fingers now? Like, okay, you're rude. So then he was like, so what y'all go to school for? Everybody was telling their stuff, and then my friend to the left of me, he was actually going for criminal justice. So he was like, ooh, criminal justice. So you know about the law. So, you know, he was like, let me step out the car, and you go talk to my friend over there in the cop car. So at that moment, I was kind of like, damn, he's really fucking with us at this point. Like, at this point, I know he's going to let us go, but he's really fucking with us. Like, bitch, you can really just let us go and let us be about our day. Like, you don't have to do all this extra shit. I know we in trouble. I know we in the wrong, but still, like, you're doing way too fucking much. So yeah, that happened. My fault, y'all. But yeah, he was really toying with us at that point. So the dude to the left of me is already outside talking to the other cop in the other cop car. I guess about the whole criminal justice thing, really trying to get him to know, like, you can't smoke weed and try to be in the criminal justice area. So I was like, okay, whatever. So then he comes to me. He's like, hey, Mr. Weed Man. I'm like, I'm not the fucking weed man. What are you talking? I'm not the fucking weed man. So he's like, hey, weed man, how about you step in the car? So I was like, oh my God, what is he finna do? So I get out the car, and basically he was like, so y'all know this ain't right, blah blah blah. I was like, yes sir, yes sir. I was just trying to be nice and calm and collected, because I was really I didn't want to get out my character, because if I did, we would have went to jail. So he was like, you see that weed on the back of the trunk? I want you to take it out the bag, put it on the ground, and step on it, destroy that shit. It pissed me off, but I had to do it. So I did it. I stumped on it and I put it in the ground. And then after that, he was like, y'all know what? Y'all just get in the car and y'all leave. Get out of my face type shit. So that's what we did, and we left. So y'all, I just want y'all to know, don't smoke. And that's just that. Period.